Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another highlight video. This is the Super 320. I know I've uploaded 8 or 9 Super 320 deep runs, but I just keep running deep in this tournament. I'm not going to skip a highlight just because it's the 320. So we got another 320 Super PKO highlight video for you guys. If you guys like it, hit the like button. If you guys like the channel, consider subscribing to the channel, and I'll just keep uploading. So appreciate the support, guys, and I will see you in the next video. Yo, what's going on, guys? Happy Wednesday. We're back on the grind. Day number 4 in a row. Wow, I'm putting together a couple of consistent weeks here. But yeah, we got the Super 320 today. Excited to play this tourney. I'm not as excited to play any other tourneys. This is my favorite tournament for the Wednesday. Look at this. I joined the table. We got all ins right off the bat. 70 big blinds. Come on in. The water's warm. Exactly. All right, small c-bet here with the a7. Usually hoping to take it down right away, but we can play streets with this hand. You know, we have the double backdoors. We got the double backdoors locked and loaded. They just call 7 of hearts. Just call 7 of hearts. I think double barrel and then check. Double barrel is a winner. Queens with the spade. Let's go for a small bet. We need a little less protection here, having the spade and you know, the jack's not too bad of a card, and the 9's not too bad of a card because we pick up straight draws. Get a barrel to turn big. It's a nice turn. And we just get the triple barrel against 10x. They could have a set. Yeah, they fold. Maybe a flush draw. Especially when I'm playing so tight, you know. Folding king 4 suited, I mean, we're gonna be here for a while. I'm not pulling a repeat of yesterday, man. That was a punt. Gonna go all in here with the ace king suited. And we're happy about it. Here we go. Huge flip. Huge flip. Let's go. Boom! We're gonna be here for a while. Let's go, man. Huge looking spot here in the 320 Super. This is why I'm here today, is this tournament. It's a lovely tournament. Trade your lamp for a WSOP bracelet? Nah. Well, unless you mean like I would play an entire tournament and win one fair and square. That would be worth the lamp, yeah. If somebody just gave me a bracelet and it didn't mean anything, no, of course not. What's up, UA Lost Kids? Yeah, you probably got your answer now. Have you ever considered investing a decent amount of your bankroll instead of holding it in your poker account? I don't keep my money in my poker account. The bankroll is not a very good word for my bankroll anymore. I think we want to call with an ace with a diamond. We want a stronger ace, or like an ace with some backup equity against that size. It's a tight fold, but if I want to choose how to invest my chips right now, it's probably not with like, against this sizing, pretty much a pure bluff catcher with no diamond against a deep stack opponent. Yeah, I say this quite often, but the bankroll total on screen is just a profit. It's just how much profit I have in tournament poker. I'm doing this Twitch thing backwards, man. I'm having my most consistent weeks in the middle of the summer when it's actually nice out. And then it gets not so nice out and I take days off. I'm doing it backwards. All right, ace 10 against queen 10 for another bounty. Gonna utilize a larger sizing here and just stack off. Risk reward is really good on a draw heavy board like this. Be great if they led. How do I make them put their chips in? Small bet? Maybe if I go like 3 big blinds, they'll get it in with a queen. I feel like they have a draw. That's the thing. I feel like if they have a queen, they're gonna shove the flop a lot. I feel like they have a draw. I don't know. How do I get the money from a draw? I call. I actually lose to some hands now. That's so sick. You're supposed to shove. Oh, I'm gonna, if I lose this hand, I might lose this hand now. That's so sick. I don't know, let's see. Call, fold. So sick. How? Pocket 9s against all these stacked sizes. Super nice hand. Even without the bounties, but with the bounties, we're hungry. Nobody bites. All right. I'll go for a limp jam. I really don't mind a raise either off 30 bigs, but not a huge fan of check raise just because I don't feel like I'm going to be able to check raise and then barrel down on like any runouts for 3 streets. Very few runouts. So I prefer betting, and then on turns like this, play check. On like over cards, we can just keep betting On a deuce, we can keep betting on whatever. Check, check turn. We have a value bet here on the river. They're going to raise a lot of ace X pre. They might have a few ace X. Like, they might have like ace 4 here. Maybe ace 6. I feel like ace 10 and ace jack, ace queen, ace king raise pre. Ace 9 raises pre. As far as ace X goes, not much. See a limp here. Let's... Oh, wow. $270 bounty now for Yexelin. Yeah, I guess I'll just ISO here. I was thinking about my options, but... King, queen, king 10. Fuck me, dude. Okay, so 2 hands in a row. We get it in ace 10 against queen 10 for this dude's bounty in a big pot. Lose. And then king, queen against king 10. Domination twice in a row. I think small bet and small bet and check and big bet all have merit. I don't know how to choose. What are we gonna do? Small bet's a safe option. Do face a check raise. They may start checking on the king. If they barrel, I'll just fold. Doing really poorly against value, and I block pretty much every bluff in the deck on the turn. So small bet is decent. Check is interesting. God. I think we check. Pretty bad river. 5-6 gets there. 9-10 gets there. Backdoor clubs gets there. Diamonds do miss. They can still have some 2 pairs on the flop to check the turn. Planning to go for the check raise. They go for 12. I really wish I was more balanced on the turn. Like, I just know that I'm going to be betting like all my jack X for 1/3 and king X for 1/3. And I'm just going to be so bet happy on this board texture. Like, it's sort of nice to block 6-5, but I just don't know if it matters enough here. Don't know if it matters enough. Oh, no, they moved me. Okay, so this tournament has been interesting. I mean, I do have a bounty. I have 112 in bounties. Never mind, I'll get into it after. We have jacks here. 2 shallower stacks in the blinds to kick us off. The other table was definitely better. I gotta be honest. It was a lot better. We got a bad move here. We can deal with it, though. 8-6-5. Lead. I think we'll go for a raise with jacks. Anyway, what I was going to say is we had the chip lead like 30 minutes ago, maybe 40 minutes ago. Lost a couple of all-in spots for bounties, but we're still crushing. I mean, we're top 10 of 40. We do have some bounties under the belt here, and we're doing well. That's what's going on here. Let's go. King, king. How good is the timing? Timing might be really good. They're thinking about it. They also might have more than one table. Let's go. Just gonna play a call. We're deep enough, and everyone's deep enough that we're gonna have a lot of calling and folding type hands, and people can just rip it in over top of us for huge pots here. I think aces and kings are both pretty good calls here. All right, nobody else wants in. That's pretty sick. 3 bounty spots in a row, all with the best hand dominating. 3 in a row. 3 in a row going the wrong way. I bet you this is probably the worst table. It's also very deep. Everyone is deep. Well, except for this player. I didn't see this player. Okay, so we have 1 short stack. Lock on target. Lock on target. We're going to play a call here. What a turn. Pick up the diamond draw and the ace. Really nice turn. Lewis could get pretty trappy here. I think we want to start betting. We will bet on the small side on the turn. King 6, ace 5. They both call. Visually very scary. Yeah, I mean, in practice, honestly, I might just need a value bet the river, but it gets very dicey looking at this board multi-way on the river. Nice win, though. Anyway, a couple of suited aces, ace 5, ace deuce. So I kind of accidentally succeeded on the poker path, but I didn't really have an idea before that. I was in university. Maybe, hopefully would have figured it out, but Queen Bee Poker, 45 months. Thank you so much. I think I'm going to go for a raise fold with this hand. I would love to gamble for this bounty for 9 big blinds, or just like take it down pre or whatever. We could expect some 3 bets to come in, so I will be raise folding. If they had a small bounty, I wouldn't even bother with this. There'd be no point. It's going to be too weak on the bubble, but now we have trips post flop. We'll go for a small bet. Back to lamination. Tigers is baseball. Face a check raise. Gonna call. They can have worse trips here out of the big blind. They can also have better trips. But they can also check raise some king X or some straight draws. So I feel like you guys probably understand where I'm going with this. We're not thinking about folding. We like our hand. And we still like our hand. They can just shove jack 5 here, no issues. Jack 7, jack 8. Could shove a bluff, queen 10. 9-10 with a club, something like that. Trying to think about their range. Like I guess they could have some king X in there, right? Tempted to actually go half pot here. Just leave some room for maybe a hero bluff. Maybe if they do have a king, they call more often than if I shove. If they have a jack, they always shove because they need my bounty with trips there. Nick Law, thanks for the 30 months. Welcome back, man. Welcome back. Okay, so the jack 9 played out nicely. I'm not sure about the half pot on the river, but I was thinking if they have like jack 5 and they checked for some reason, I don't think they would look at half pot and knock a wall in. Maybe hand like king 10, check calls half pot but folds to jam. I don't know. And again, if they like gave up with 10-9, they might be tempted on the bubble to rip it over top. Like if their range truly is trips or a bluff, if I shove, they're folding their bluffs. Again, I think if we go half pot, they shove their trips anyway, if they checked it for some reason. So I don't know. It's kind of maybe a fun sizing. Ace X of hearts, I'm happy to bet here. We can get it in against whatever hand they have. If we can play a big 3-street hand with a flush against big blind, that's also something that we would want for the big bounty. So I think we play a 2-street with ace 4 and then just jam if we improve to 2-pair or flush. I guess I can probably size down turn and still go for the massive sizing on the river. That makes a bit more sense because this gives me a better chance of getting called by a queen on the turn or a combo draw or something. I think I get the barrel here. Should still have like lots of ace jacks, ace 10s, ace deuce, ace 3, ace 4, ace 5, spades, some spades combos. I have some oatmeal here with some bananas, and I was gonna say I'm gonna mute to eat it, but we have queens, and I cover everyone to my left. That's more important. Short stacks are out, small blinds out, big blinds in. Alexa, I'm in for a small bet. I think I jam flop here. Fuck me. Dude, this tournament could have been so good, man. Could have been so good. If I just ran reasonable in my last seven spots. Alright, so they've switched to a min raise, not a 2.5. They're also the chip leader at the table now. I expect this to be a wider range than previous. If they 3-bet, oh, they call. Bruh. Man, just let me go all in. God, that's so sick it goes raise call here. This probably doesn't have too many like low aces in it, right? Suited. 6 big blinds, ace 9. Just trying to think what this, I mean, this has ace queens, ace jacks, ace 10s in it. Broadways, pairs. I think we're gonna gamble it. Fuck, I don't know. I don't know. Seems pretty close. Very nice. Wow. Such a good result. Just hold. Let's go. Let's go. Huge. 15 pigs. Woo! See, this range was fine, right? That was the initial range I was okay with going all in against. But it was this flatting range and how that's going to play out. All right, nice. So what you doing? Your girl this like that when she's so you see till her friend, not him cooking probably. The answer to that is maybe. Ace ace with 14 left. Hopefully a call here. Thank you, NC Mike. Beauty. Clean double up against Lexa. And we just get the open jam now. Look at this. We're back to 27. 2 short stacks on the left with a pair. Let's go. Now, when they raise, which they're going to do with any 2 cards here probably. So we have some different ways to approach this. We could call and let them play in the big blind. Maybe, I think call is better. Jamming is good though. It's just a lot. It's a lot of big blinds. Whereas if we call, we can play post flop with them. And if they shove and they shove, it's not the end of the world to fold. Yeah. I mean, so jamming definitely makes money here because of how wide they're going to be opening. If it goes shove, shove, and I have to fold, it's not that big of a deal because the bounty is not that relevant right now. Whereas if they defend the big blind, we get to play a hand that plays well post flop for that bounty with hands that we actually do well against. As well as, you know, our hand realizes its equity reasonably easy against a wide range. So I don't know. I think call is pretty good. Jamming is good. I don't know if call is better than jam. Hopefully this dude has 6-8 of hearts and folds. And I call and I win. Yeah, that played out very nicely. See, if I shove Jack 10, they fold Jack 9. Oh, Exhibit A. Exhibit A. Exhibit A. Being entirely results oriented. But that was kind of what I was getting at. So, I mean, it feels fair to be results oriented. All right, ladies and gentlemen, final table of the 320 Super. I have shipped the 530 on Sunday, 2 out of the last 3 weeks. It has been a minute since I've had a big score in the 320 version on a Wednesday. So let's see what we can do here. Stacks are pretty deep. We have ace, ace. Sweet home Alabama. I'm going to 3-bet. Good flat here, but we're going to 3-bet. Damn, snap fold Rambo? Come on, man. Some kind of hero fold. Or something. Yeah, the kicker played Time Stanley. Yeah. 10 played on the river. You mentioned that you had a feeling about that 320. I love this tournament. Oh, we have a ladder. Aces against 7-9. Hey, we'll take a ladder. It was Lexa in the big blind defending against the chip leader. Flops top pair with... They had diamonds as well, right? Flops top pair, check call. Obviously check call and... Ooh, goes for a block on the ace. Doesn't believe. I mean, you know, it's chip leader on the button. You got a nice top pair up until the river. It's very easy to get stacked here, I think. I'm going to defend the Jack 9. I'm not like... I kind of hate defending these kind of hands, like... But when we are against what can sometimes be very wide ranges... And it's a part of the FT where we do want to chip up. I don't mind it as much. And we defend and check raise the Jack 9, wrapping around the 8 there. And we chip up nicely. Beauty. Beauty. I call here. So when you bluff, you have to bet enough to put them off calling you? You mean the player with all the chips? It depends which part of the range you're going after. I mean, they might be stickier since they have so many chips with like broadways and stuff, but they can also have hands like Queen 6 offsuit. Would normally never show up, right? So you can fold out a bunch of hands that you might not find in a normal range. I feel like against this range, we can just go all in here. I mean, it's a lot of big blinds, but against their range, we're definitely profiting. And if we can go heads up for the bounty, that's really good. I don't know if I feel like calling is as good out of position with the inflated pot already. Because this way we have fold equity. Go heads up for the bounty. All right, $314. Need runner. It's okay though. I do not have the privilege of maintaining the aggression here with the deuce 3. It's not my bounty anymore. Could be good. Ace 10 in the big blind. I mean, this bounty is not the only thing that matters at this FT. It just changes everyone's ranges, so it really does have to be taken into account. Whoa. Can't call that, I don't think. Maybe we can, but I'm not going to. Smallest bounty at the table as well. Ace 10 again. This is my hand. Apparently. This range is not necessarily weak, but I think they're still 3-betting ace jack and ace queen, ace king mainly, so everything else is okay. Chip leader range here. We have a very profitable shove. And I prefer it to going multi-way post flop, to be honest, against these guys. Because of course that is also an option. Yeah, that ace 10 spot is interesting. Because this flatting range is normally like really weak. Very weak. But you can't necessarily say that when they're both so deep in a final table scenario. Like, this player might start to have ace king, ace queen, ace jack. And if that's the case, then my shove with ace 10 gets a lot more dangerous. Still probably making money. Another good hand in the big blind. We had ace 10, and then king, queen. Ooh, under the gun opens, though, this time. And a call. Oof. Dude, this is tight. God, it's actually interesting. This guy could have 9s, this guy could have 7s, this guy could have ace jack, this guy could have 9s. Like, I think we just do too well with this hand, but I guess ace queen, ace king, 3-bet mostly as well for this player, so we're not dominated much. Cautious Johnny with the 4 months. 10 in the middle, 14 behind. Fast play, just call. Queen of hearts is a powerful card. Yeah, let's peel. And turn, let's lead. Thanks for the 4 months, Johnny. Let's go. That was a nice pot. That was a really nice pot. The thing about the turn is that possibly. Oh wait, shit. We have another one of these. Probably gonna raise a bunch. What do I do? Fuck. God, I need to think. Just fold. No, they're not gonna fold. Oh. Okay, I don't think I can call this. Can't call that. The risk reward is pretty high. I mean, it's $300 and chip lead, but man, interesting. It's so sick too, because like they're not doing this with like the nuts. God, I don't know. Like I could see them going for a jam with ace, jack, ace, queen, king, queen offsuit, pairs. But like there's hands that dominate me that could go all in, but I don't think it's like aces, kings, maybe not ace, queen suited. Like the hands that really crush me, I don't think it is those hands. King, queen offsuit would be probably worst case scenario, I think. With like final table defending ranges, I might not be expected to have a lot of 3x. Like my 3x suited hands might just fold here, or like a lot of them, as well as offsuit 3x. Like I'm just not defending a 3. So like with the fact that I just call on a king high board and then lead on the 3, my hand kind of looks like nonsense, I think. Just because I'm not likely to have a 3, and if I had like a good king to lead here, I might just jam the flop. Like I almost jammed, as you guys saw. My hand looks pretty sus. I still think they probably should just call with ace queen, but I don't know. Here we're gonna bet. No gamble, no future. New placemat or new office layout. I've been in this place for a few months, but I did fill it with furniture, so it depends how long it's been since you've watched me. Could be either. Queens against jacks. Down to 6 with an extra $200 on top of the ladder. Lovely. Woo! I should have raised. Said the fish. Said the fishy fish. I am gonna stab the flop. You can bluff here with some gutters and some backdoor hearts or whatever. I don't think bet check bet is like a better line than just bet here. I don't think it makes more money or does much. I think a lot of their check calls just check river as well, like king eyes, queen eyes. And I think bet usually get called down by an ace, so it's a better line. However, it might be more accurate to size up turn and be like, hey, I have a 2 or I'm bluffing. Put them to the test. Check call, check fold. Do I have any blockers? Oh my god, I block everything. Forgot what I had. Holy shit. We blocked the whole world. Wow. King 10 calling, 6-8 bricking. So sick. We're down to 5. Rambo, you know, it was close, but Rambo has taken back their chip lead that they started the FT with. Let's take a look at the pot. I'm assuming it was not 3-bet. It was probably check raise. Oh no, it was check. Oh, sorry. Wait, we don't know yet. It was check call lead? Check call lead jam. Oh. It's kind of sad. I think queen 9 suited does well post flop. Take it to the streets. They don't have like a bounty where I'm dying to get my chips in for 20 big blinds against them. If they had the $700 bounty, that's a different story. We just want to get it in. This bounty's quite small relative to the payouts right now, so I think we make more by just going post flop with that hand, but sometimes we'll limp fold what is probably quite a bit of equity. It's the risk we take. I'm gonna fold a7 actually. I'm gonna play more passive on a board like this because I'm just gonna open less 9x, less 4x than in a different stage in the MTT. I have to be a lot tighter on the button, and I'm just not gonna be able to, you know, I'm not gonna have trips very often. I'm not gonna have like a lot of 9x, ace6, ace deuce. GG. We are down to 4. We're down to 4, and Camille's home on a big day, on a huge day. Everyone say congrats. And I have 7s. Everyone say congrats. Don't do it. 9. I think I'm gonna play a big bet on this flop. Sweet home Alabama. It's just too good. That's such a good card for them, I feel like. I mean, I do have some 10x. Like, the 10x for me is, like, my bluffs, mainly. Like, Jack 10 might bet big for me. Like, versus the lead, I don't think we need to do anything heroic. Because we have 10x and overpairs, and Still have ace 9 and king 9 for the big sizing. So I think ace 5 is just very, very good to just get out of there. 10-9's a fold. Sorry, I'll keep it in big blinds. Rambo's got a big lead on us, but it's okay. Yeah, chat, maybe we get the juice at the end of the stream. We'll see. We'll see what Camille's up to. This is four-handed MTT for all the money, though. How does chip leader always get the eights for them, you know? How do they always get to just have that card? It's so sick. How come the chip leader always gets this card on the turn? It's too easy. Fold a lot of my 7x on the turn. We all know it. It's just not that simple, man. Massive chip lead, wide range, easy c-bet on the flop, easy barrel on the turn with just everything. And now the river. I mean, I don't have a bunch of 7s. I have a little bit maybe with the club. Don't have a bunch of ace X. Still, God, it's so sick. It just feels a little too good, man. God, he just has the nuts. It's just too easy. It's too easy in that position. God damn it, man. Basically what it comes down to here in the end is, in this spot, I'm not going to have the ace very often. Not going to have the 7 too often getting to the river. I think it's kind of easy for them to bluff this spot, so... Sometimes you're sticky. Sometimes you're sticky. God, that's annoying, though. All right, GG's. We cashed for 2.4K. It's not how you want to go out.